Hello friends, welcome back to another vlog. I'm doing a split shift today because my customer order came in a little bit late, so I thought I'll take a break, do some other stuff, come back and work this evening. And so my do some other stuff was trying to print some labels for our advent calendar, and my printer just will not connect to any computer I have access to. And eventually I was like looking at the back of it and the ports, and I think the port is just like mangled. And there's nothing I can do about it because it's not Wi-Fi, it's not Bluetooth. It's gonna cost more to send it and be fixed than just buy a cheap replacement. So that's what I've done. I have ordered a replacement one to go and collect now. So I'm gonna see if I can go and collect that before I do the school run. And I'm also now gonna take this off because I very almost forgot I had. I mean, I suppose I could go out with it. It's the whole point of the star face. But I'm not gonna go out with a blue star on my face. I won't do the song, but full Twilight song weather today. It's all kind of like misty, a little bit wet but not raining. I'm feeling the autumn vibes. My Argos is in a Sainsbury's now. So first things first, I'm gonna go and get a drink. Oh, I really want an orange Lucozade. Not meant to be. If I watch this back later and see one, I'm gonna be so cross with myself. And Milo is gonna want a Lunchable. Gonna be even happier with a 2-bag. Also, did you notice that they've changed the name to Lunches? I suspect that Lunchable is someone else's name in the US. I never come to Sainsbury's, but every time I do, which is an oxymoron, I suppose, but when I do, which is rare, I am always bowled over by the homeware. I should come here more often. I've just walked past some Christmas stuff and I'm like, I want a no-buy. I can't do it. Oh, that's nice. But when I'm not on a no-buy, I'm coming back to Sainsbury's. Look at these. Oh my God. A velvet suit for the Christmas party. They've also got Christmas pajamas. Look at these ones. These are so cute. It's like a onesie. And then everyone can have matching. What an exciting time to be alive. I've only had, I don't know if I had a McRib years ago when they were a thing, but I've only had a McRib recently when we went to Florida a couple of years ago. But I will tell you, it's exactly like a Rustler's burger. I mean, down to the way that the bread looks. It's exactly the same. As I remember from America, I'll tell you in a second. McRib, not that great. The main issue with the McRib to me, that I didn't feel like it was like this when we had it in America, is that the meat was like a bit mushy. I haven't heard anybody else talk about it yet, so maybe it's not just me, but I felt like it was too soft. I don't know, it was weird, man. Not a fan. It does taste exactly like a Rustler's burger, but I think that's just the barbecue sauce. But it actually wasn't as nice. So an expensive Rustler's burger, effectively. Today, I am working late, so this morning, I am individually stickering all the days of our advent calendar with... Have I just put them on the wrong order? I've put them in the wrong order. I can't talk and do this at the same time. I'm individually stickering the days on our advent calendar. I think I was going to tell you why. I think it's obvious why, so that you know what's behind each door. We are going to have like a sheet that will tell you number 1 is this, number 2 is this. But I just kind of felt like this was a nice touch. I like that when you open a door and it gives you information. But it's one of those like nice in theory, and then when it actually came to doing it, I hate myself a little bit because this is ridiculous. That said, I printed all of these beautiful labels off with my brand new printer, and I think partially I am trying to make that printer, I'm trying to justify having purchased that printer, and so individually sticking these labels on feels like I've earned it, you know? This is taking forever, and I don't have time to finish them all today, but I've made myself this is what it will look like finished, and then, I know this is, there were other ways of doing this, but I liked this. So I just folded them all over and taped them. So I know this is what it looks like. I know it's reversed, I get it. But my mind doesn't do well with mirror images. So I just taped them like this. So I know this is the order in which they go inside the calendar so that this makes sense when it's all folded together. I have the first Christmas candles finished, labeled, ready to be boxed. And then these ones are this. These are all the ready-made advents, or I mean made to order advents that were pre-ordered. I just need one more scent to finish it and then they'll all get sent off. Earlier than we expected, actually. But yeah, this looks ace. I'm loving this. I wasn't sure about the labels, I second guess myself a lot, but I really, really like these. And this is kind of how far I've got with the advents. This took me so much longer than I anticipated. I have got, this stack has got 8. This stack has got 4. That's just my like cheat sheet. This is gonna take a while. And I cut myself so many times. The edges of this, as you're moving them around, obviously it's cut cardboard. It's dangerous work. Another late working Thursday calls for another face mask. I've got underneath this, I feel like I look particularly weird. I've got like a Voldemort vibe. I don't know, it's my eyes. The fact that this smooths over my nose. It's giving he who shall not be named. But underneath this, I have on a mixture of an oil and not a cold cream, but like a hydrating, like a gel cream. And then this over the top. I just feel like my skin at the moment, the weather changes and my skin goes, ah! I really got some stuff done today. I like tidied around, reset everything, all of the candle area, the living spaces. I'm feeling on top of things. And so just to continue that, I'm just setting up the coffee maker for tomorrow. Lee's actually off work with Milo because Milo has a random training day tomorrow and I have to go into the office on a Friday, which I was going to put this in the fridge. No, I'm going to leave it upstairs because I don't want to have to come downstairs. I don't want to be like disturbing people. No, I don't need to go in the fridge. Yeah, I have to go into the office on a Friday, and all through the summer holidays, I was working from home to be home with Milo, but you kind of have to show some willing. So we trade off a little bit, and occasionally Lee will take the day off and he can be home with Milo. So anyway, that is what's happening tomorrow, and all that is to say is I don't have to leave quite so early in the morning and I'll have a little bit more time. So I'm thinking, although this might feel counterintuitive, I might do a 5 a.m. because I'd quite like to film a Friday faves. I was thinking I might bring that back as a weekly video on my beauty channel since I've kind of decided that's what my channel's going to be again. But I didn't prioritise that today because there were other things. I didn't do any of those things today. I did my candle stuff that I needed to do. I did some general chores, I would say. Things that I tend to put off because I'll do that after, and then I run out of time. So today I didn't do any of the like video stuff that I maybe would have done on a Thursday, but I got so many more things done. And really I need to learn that getting those other things done, those like the things that swirl above my head, the chores, the putting away the clothes, the changing the bed, the whatever it is, getting those things done actually helps me do everything else because my mind is clear. Like I can be more focused when I don't have that cloud above my head of to-dos. So although it doesn't feel as productive because I'm like, oh, it's not important to put the clothes away right now, whereas these other things feel like time sensitive, or if I don't do this now then it won't be done, whereas that can wait. Getting that thing done does help everything else. Look at little Manny. He's gone for his little evening stroll. Are you all right, Manny? You're like struggling a little bit. Speaking of learning some things about myself, I happened upon, and I hate when this happens, I hate it, because I'm a human person, but I was searching for something, someone asked for something, and I made the mistake of Googling me and whatever it was I was looking for to quickly find the link to this thing that this person wanted. And it doesn't happen often, maybe once a year because I'm very careful. But I saw out of the corner of my eye, because I immediately avert my eyes, the forum where people are mean about people. And I saw like basically 3 headlines, like 3 little paragraphs of things that were snippets of like cruel little jabs about me, which is just such a weird thing. It's such a weird thing that exists anyway. And I did have a moment of like, oh, it kind of makes me feel a little bit fuzzy and sad. Honestly, sad. But one of the things that I saw was, because again, I didn't, don't look. It's not a good idea. It would be like emotionally hurting myself to do that. Absolutely not. So I click away as quickly as I was to see it. But one of the things that I did see was something about the state of my house, something about like again, it wasn't a full sentence, but that was the gist. And as I got into bed, I was thinking about it and I thought, oh, I'm so cross with myself that I'm thinking about it. And then I thought, do you know what? I actually don't care. And I wasn't going to mention it because earlier on when it happened, I thought this is the kind of thing that I would have mentioned it in the vlog and it would have helped to vent and talk about it. And then the next day when I posted the vlog, you guys would have mentioned it back to me and it kind of puts me in this cycle, which I've mentioned before. So I was like, no, I won't do that. And then I got to bed and I thought, I don't care at all. I truly don't care. And I can hand on heart say that is the first time that has ever happened to me. It hurt in the moment and now it's gone. And I don't think that anyone has ever said anything mean to me in my life that I haven't felt for months, if not years. Like a mean thing. It could be such a tiny thing in passing, you know, like just anything. I don't mean online, I mean like in real life. I can hold on to things as if it was some kind of Olympic sport. But I can truly say it's gone. It's gone, which is incredible. And I wanted to share that because that feels like massive growth. For me, that feels like massive growth. Maybe you guys, you might be far healthier than me and you can just like let things go. Not me, but maybe me. Maybe we have the capacity for change. I just kind of recognized that I am showing up 100% as myself now on the internet. This is exactly who I am. And I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't censor things or change things because I'm worried about how things will appear. I don't do any of that. And part of the reason that I feel totally okay about that now is that the reason I felt like I had to do those things was because everyone on social media was doing those things. And if we saw more real life, you know, like when you go around your friends' houses and it's always really, really clean or really, really tidy. That's not how they live. I mean, some people, that is how they live, but that's not how they live. You don't see other people living how they live. You only see other people in a way that they've invited you in. And whether that be them masking a personality trait or them tidying up before you come round. We only see the version of that person that they want to show us. And I feel committed to showing you exactly who I am, whether you like it or not. And so I don't know. Maybe I'll decide not to leave this in. Well, time will tell. But yeah. Usually I would go to sleep tonight with that just whirring around in my head. Such a tiny little thing. And I won't. And that feels really good. I've certainly never been curling my hair at 5 o'clock in the morning. I mean, not 5, because that's when I woke up, but you know, 5 adjacent. It is 5:05. I'm fully curled. This is why I don't do things to my hair, because it takes so long. I'm going to put some makeup on and film something. I actually feel really awake this morning. It wasn't a struggle to get up at all. Also, because I had no pop. And someone said to me the other day, I mean, people are always telling me to take it easy on the energy drinks, but something along those lines. And I didn't have anything. I don't have at least a full fat Coke to wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But I didn't have anything, so I'm drinking water. And I think that's woken me up more than anything else. I know that's a thing, but you know, like when people tell you something enough times, I mean, for me, if you tell me something enough times, I'm never going to do it. But for the normal person, it's 7:30. I'm hoping to get in a cup of coffee before I leave for work. Plus my coffee I'm going to take to work. I've been really good, you know, about not ordering takeaways. I've made myself sandwiches again. Feeling quite pleased with myself, actually. I'm going to take my coffee. I didn't even buy anything from the vending machine last week. I didn't even drink both cans of Coke that I took because I also took my cup and drank more water. Right, that's it. That's it for this vlog. I have a day in the office today, and tomorrow I'm going to something called Golf Fang in Sheffield. It's like, what do they call it? Crazy golf? I've been to a different type of crazy golf like this, I think in Leeds, but I'm going with some people from work. So yeah, I never do any like work things. You know, when people are like, we're all going to get together and do whatever, I'm like, absolutely not. And I just thought a few months ago when people were talking about it, I thought I really probably should put myself out more and like do things. So I said yes, and now it's happening. You know, like when you agree to something, and it's not that I don't want to do it, but I'm like, oh, that was past me agreed to do this. But I'm sure I'll have a great time. So I may show you a little bit of that in the next one, but oh, also, I just edited this vlog and I did feel great last night. I felt absolutely fine. I was like really hemmed and hawed about leaving that part in, but it felt really significant to me, obviously just to me. Honest to God, first time in my life that someone said something that was mean, that I maybe held on to it for about 90 minutes and then it was gone. It was gone. I've never had that feeling before. Is that something, can you just feel that in your day-to-day life? Because I'm so jealous.